Testing, testing, testing. The Quick Brown Fox, number of Village Yellow Dog. Good evening, everyone. So, I bought this game a while back. I don't remember anything about it. I have not played it. It's a chess, deck building, roguelike, card, something. The Twitch category has 3 followers. The game's been out over a year. So I imagine this will be my best stream ever. I couldn't figure out what to stream. I was just like, oh, I'll try that, because I bought that. If I see a roguelike for cheap, I buy it. Doesn't matter if it's a roguelike genre I don't like. I'm going to buy it and try it out, because I have issues. This is your ruler. No, that's not a ruler. That's a white king. A ruler is a stick with letters on, numbers. If your ruler is captured, you lose. This is the enemy ruler. Win by capturing the enemy ruler. At the start of your turn, you draw 3 turns. Cards cost power to play, you gain 1 power each turn. Okay. Play a pawn. You can only play pawns... Okay, so they can't move the turn they're played, and they can only be spawned in their normal thing? Why am I moving my king up? You can skip your purchase phase to save power. Okay. Units could only be played next to your ruler. Okay, so that's why you move them up. Ruler is currently under attack. This is called check. So that rook is putting us into check. Well, that's only laying... Oh, no, it doesn't, because of it... Okay, on turn 40, okay. Okay. This tutorial is... Skip this cap... Skip. Go. Win. Okay, campaign. Medium. I am mediumly familiar with chess. I'm bad at chess, but I have some degree of knowledge. Okay, kingdom, that's the normal one. Okay, so pawns don't promote. Knights work as normal. And you play chess. Okay. Start. Choose a gambit. Lender's Gambit. Your lowest cost card costs 1 less. So then one of our pawns would be free. Or the one most expensive gains 1 extra. I think I'd rather just have a free pawn. Okay, we are up against King. Uses only kingdom units. Oh, okay. I see. So, okay. So I have 3 power. I do that, put them into check. Are they gonna do anything? Yes, they're... Oh, wait, I have to move my king? Okay. So they use it, spawn a pawn, and move that over. Okay, now... Can't move first. We can't afford a bishop, but we can spawn a pawn. Okay. Oh, we're in movement now. Let's go here. Spawns a knight and moves his king away. I'll spawn my knight. Anywhere I put it can be taken by his knight, though, is the issue. If I put it here, he could take that next turn, but then I can take it with that pawn. This is probably the bad idea, but... Oh, and, put him in check again. Sure. So you can only move one per thing. Wow, you idiot. You could have taken my piece. Oh, wait, you're putting me in check. I see. Well, what I could do is get a free pawn and throw that there, even though they're probably going to take that next turn. Okay. Move that back up. Spawn another free pawn. Put it there. And use my knight to kill his knight, which then puts that in check. He spawns that bishop there and moves that over. Okay. So our knight is no longer putting him in check, but it can take that rook. I need to move this, or that bishop. Okay. I think I want to skip. I mean, I could put a bishop on white, which would do check, kinda. Yeah, okay. We put a bishop on this row of white, and then we move the rook far left. Fuck. Okay. Right. So that's actually getting kind of tricky. I'm gonna skip. If we use the bishop there, they have no choice but to move it and take it. Now, I spawn in a second rook and move this rook over one to cause him to make a pawn. And then, oh, that's his mistake. Okay. Oh. Wait, but that would be putting in check, but he can retreat out there. I think I should skip. And then do that, put that in check. He spawns a bishop on white. He then runs away on white. Now I can spawn a bishop on white. Take his bishop. He spawns a pawn. His king continues to run away. I just gotta take out his pawns. Okay, skip another turn. Let's see, so both of them can take that pawn. Let's keep that one, though, as defense. We take out that pawn. He spawns this pawn. He moves this pawn up. Okay. So let's see, we have a knight now. Skip. And then, let's see, if we take this one, he has to move his king there. Now, let's see. I don't know if that won't work. Let's get a knight out on the board. So we do that. That will put him in check, but then he will just go here, and I have no way of countering that. If I do that, that doesn't put him in check, and he can't take it. But I can combo it next turn. Okay, he doesn't move his king. Because let's see, I skip again this turn. So I take that. I take... Yeah, I take... Wait, yeah, that's perfect. I take that. That puts him in check. Okay, he takes it. Skip again. But now, I take his knight. That doesn't put him in check. He runs away. I should have... Okay, I get a queen. Put it there. And move this bishop up here. Okay. I take... Oh, okay, skip. I take this pawn. That then forces him... No, it doesn't force him to do shit. Okay. Skip. Wait, but I could just do this. No, that's not checkmate, damn it. Skip. If I do this... No, this? No, because then he could just take it. No. If I do this, that puts him into check. He can stop it by... I can take the rook. Do that. Put him into check, but he can't do anything. That forces him to move there. Now we do another skip. So now we just want to block off that row of escape. Okay, and now... Wait, no, wait. Okay, skip. That's checkmate, ain't it? No, it's not. Fuck. I just sacrificed my queen. Okay, skip. I move this up. Okay. I get the pawn, I put it here. He can take it and then put me in check. No, it'd just be regular check though. Okay. And now... That doesn't promote though. I want to keep that there. I think it's probably best to just move that out of the way. He's taking my rook, damn it. Well... Okay, get another pawn, put it there. Okay, we take his pawn. He's out of cards. Okay. So that pawn is stuck. So we get another pawn, I guess. We do that. That puts him in check. He takes it. I skip. What does he do now? He takes that? No? Okay. Now we do... Let me think about how to do this, because this one can't move. If we do this, he's just going to take it, which... Or he could just... He can't run away there. He can run away there, though. Oh, I'm screwed, I think. That puts him in check. He moves up. Skip. Okay, we do that. That puts him in check. We just got to stall. Okay. And now we can do that. That blocks off. He just put himself into check. Dumbass. You're not even allowed to do that in chess. I'm so good. What the fuck is a steed? It can jump through to... Okay, that sounds interesting. I will get a steed. Chess got an update. King Regent uses elite kingdom units. Plebeian. It's a pawn. But it can move diagonally normally as well. Okay. Okay. Start off strong. Get a rook. Put it there. We don't want to put it... Oh, and then we move there to make... Nope, he puts his plebeian there. I figured he was gonna do something to counter my rook. Okay, we skip. And then we do that to put him in check, which makes him waste on a pawn. And now we bishop on black, putting him in check. And then we do that. It's not checkmate, it's just 2 check. Okay. We can afford a pawn, but I'm just gonna skip. And then put him in check again. Okay. We can get a steed. I still don't know what that does, but... Okay. And now... I'll move my king over there. He's running away. Skip. We use our... Wait, no, because that... Nope, because the plebeian can take it. Let's just move him into check. That makes him waste another one on a pawn. Okay, he's gonna take my steed. Get our 0 pawn on the board. And make our steed run away. I still don't know what the steed is. It doesn't seem very good though. Okay. Let's get a white bishop. Now we can basically control all the diagonals. Okay, so his king's there. Let's see. So the steed goes to those 2. So if I moved it here, it could go hit those 2. I moved it there and hit those 2. And it could go back 3. Wait, if it can go back 3. Oh, yeah, that doesn't mean anything though. Just keep moving things around, I guess. Oh, you idiot. Okay, well, I can only place it there. Get a knight for now. But okay, so our white bishop. That's just check, though. He spawns and he has his king do that. Okay. I don't have enough for another white bishop. Fuck. But wait, if I move... No. No, yeah. Okay. We spawn our 0 pawn. And then we move our steed up to here. That does not put him in check. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, time to be on defense, I guess. I'm not very smart. We take... He's just gonna use his plebeian, though. Alright, this knight is trapped. Can't do anything. We can move this pawn up 1. He spawns a plebeian to block. We spawn our 0/0 pawn here, which then he uses his turn to take, and then I use my king to take. Okay. That's a free move. That's not losing me a piece. Okay, that will if I do that, but he'll take it next turn otherwise, so... Okay, so we want to take this pawn, I think? Let's skip. Or no, we want to take that knight. Take the knight. Okay, he spawns a bishop. Okay, we get another steed, put it here. No. Nope. Let's just skip. We want to get a queen. We take his bishop. Get his good cards out of his deck. He takes my rook. Damn it. But now we have a queen. We put the queen there. We take his pawn. Skip. Okay, let's see. This pawn is dead, basically. I mean, it can't be taken other than by his king, but it can't be of use. Our bishop could take the knight, which is currently threatening our queen. So we do want to do that. He spawns a bishop on black, which we can take next turn. We skip again. We take his bishop. Okay. We take a rook, we put it there. If I put the steed... No, wait, we gotta think about this better. Bishop there will not be threatening him, but he still might take it. Queen can take that, which will threaten, and there's nothing I can do against that. I can take his pawn, or I can move this up, but he's just going to take it from that pawn. Okay, so we take that black pawn. He's going to then take my bishop. I'm not very smart. But that leaves this pawn alive. So now I can take this pawn. He moves that. I can then... Fuck. I can then steed up to there. That... He can't do anything against me. Okay. So now we gotta kind of escape. We're going into overtime. That's the easy way to win. So... We escape one of our knights. He runs away. We skip. We escape our second knight. No, wait. Our steed. We escape that. I don't know why he hasn't taken my queen yet. Maybe it's because it hasn't moved. That doesn't work, so we do that. He can't take it. I'm fine with that pawn being killed. There's no way to get that pawn out of that path. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. So we skip. Now we just gotta start whittling him down. We take this. That does not threaten any of his pieces. He still takes it. That's actually perfect for us. Okay. Wait, let me think of this. Skip. We do that. That puts him into check. He moves up. And then we just take him. He put himself into checkmate. I'm so good. Knight X. Whoa. So it's a knight, but it's better? Yeah, promote that knight into a knight X. Oh wait, what was the cavalier? Recruit paladin. Okay, so it can jump through and do any diagonals from its spot. Okay. Wait, can move as far as possible. Okay, yeah, let's take a paladin. That sounds like a better bishop, except it's more expensive than a bishop, so it's probably worse. Okay, we're up against a captain. Moves like a knight. Well, that sounds restricting towards him. But I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we put a pawn there. And then we move our king up 1. Oh, okay. I'm kind of seeing the issue now. We put a pawn there. We move, or a rook there. We put the pawn, move the pawn up. He goes there. Okie dokie. You're in check. You can take that, but that's putting you in check. I'm gonna move up 1. He spawns a knight there. Okay. Well, that takes my rook. Wait, I'm in check? How? How am I in check? What? Oh, his knight. Okay, wait. So right now, okay. I'm just gonna spawn a pawn there. So I move this up, take the knight. That gets rid of the threat. Okay, he moves down to that black. There. I spawn a steed here. That puts him into check. Just from the action of spawning it. Now, I take his bishop. He runs away like a coward. And now, another free pawn. And we have our bishop put him into check. Wait, if I put that there, the only option for him to do is move. So let's put a bit... No, let's skip. So if I don't know, I think it's probably better just take that. He spawns a bishop, and what else does he do? He moves that there. Okay. Well, that's not very smart of him. I could just put a paladin here. He can't do anything about it other than move. And now I use this bishop to take that. He moves up there. Okay, that's outside of the range of my steed. And I can't take his bishop. However, what I can do is put him into check here. He spawns a pawn there, and he takes that pawn. You've fallen right into my trap. I put that there. Now you're in check. You have to move. And now I take your pawn with my paladin. You move there, putting me into check. You fool. I don't have a counter for this. Fuck. I spawn... No. If I put him into check, he can still... Okay. So my only option is to move. He spawns a pawn, putting me into check. And he takes my pawn. Big mistake. Because now, I do that, putting him into check. He spawns a pawn, which does nothing. He moves down there. I spawn a rook. There, that puts him into check. Now his only option is to run away. Except for the fact that, okay, so he will go there. I can't do anything with it. Okay, we take his pawn. He spawns a knight. And he checkmates me. I'm stupid. Yes, use the rewind. Okay, we move our king out. We skip. We move our king outside of checkmate. Why didn't I spawn the rook? I'm stupid. He puts me into checkmate. There's nothing I can do about it. Except spawn a paladin, though. I could spawn a pawn just as a sacrifice, I guess. And then... Let's see. I can take that. That doesn't threaten him at all. Okay, he spawns a knight. I can put a bishop here. that I'm still in check. I'm fucked. No way I can do that. Moves his knight up. If I'm on white, I'm safe from his bishop. Okay, I spawn a knight at... Wait, yeah, I spawn a knight X here. That puts him in check. He can only move here, 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 or there. Okay, so we kinda gotta get him now. Okay. I have nothing that can attack him directly. However, I can do that. Spawns that. He takes that bishop. But that's his mistake, ain't it? I can spawn a steed here. That puts him into check. And now I just... No. I can't put him into mate here, can I? Not until... Well, at the end of this, it is mate. Because that will be active and I can take it. So, move that there, I guess. He spawns a knight. Fuck. My brain wasn't working. Okay, panic, panic, panic. Put a pawn here. Panic. There's nothing we can do. Fuck. Yeah. We are check and mate. It looks like. Wait, we can move that up. We are no longer... We are still in... Yes, use the rewind. Spawn the pawn there. Nope, we're still in check. I'm just done. Is there any way out of this? I can't capture his king. There's no way for me to do that this turn. I can't get my king out of check. If I move here, it's in check from that. If I move there, it's in check from here. I can't take that. Or I can't... So yeah, I'm just boned. Check. Purchase. Overtime. Pause. Resign. You win. But it's victory by resignation. And not from victory via failure. It was, but I resigned. Okay. That was fun. I've got stuff to do, so that'll be it for tonight. I apologize for the short stream, but I have just been way too fucking busy. So I have had to replumb my entire fucking toilet. I'm going to have to redo the linoleum in the bathroom. My furnace is broken, which is fun. I have to get car insurance again because they dropped me because I didn't update my address, even though they never informed me that I needed to update my address. So now I'm going to have to spend like $1,500 on that, which I can't afford. It's just, everything's a mess. But that'll be it for tonight. I thank you all for watching and have a good night. Bye-bye.